Hello everyone, Asha here from Wool and Knits. Today I am here to share that I will be doing knitting tutorial videos. It's kind of beginner knitting videos. I decided to come up with this as a lot of my followers on IG asked if I could teach them knitting or could do videos about it. So I am sharing the news that I am starting this series and will try uploading the tutorials in regular time intervals. I will be covering some basic knitting techniques such as casting yarn, knitting and purling, and some advanced techniques such as cables, colorworks and so on. Also, I will be introducing different types of knitting needles and other tools such as stitch markers, stitch stoppers, scissors, darning needle and so on. I will also be sharing some tips and tricks for troubleshooting some common knitting problems such as dropping of stitches and some uneven tensions. We will come up with this as we go on. Now let's start with a beginner project. It's a basic beanie. Some of you might know that my favorite thing to knit is a beanie. So let's start with our project. So the idea is to make this basic beanie, but first we have to know the basics of knitting. So that will be our next video. So in this video, I will familiarize all the materials that you needed for this project. So the first thing that you need is definitely yarn. So I am introducing this super bulky yarn. So super bulky means it is the weight of this yarn. So as you can see, this wool is really thick. So this brand, it is the wool. It's from VR Knitters. So this is kind of expensive and it's a famous brand. And this is another brand which is Malabrigo Rasta yarn. As you can see, it's written super bulky. So the weight of this yarn is comparable to this wool from VR Knitters, but it is slightly thinner than the wool. And this third one, which is also my favorite, it is the Lion brand Wool is Thick and Quick. So this is easily accessible. It's from Michaels or Walmart. So this one you need to order from their website, that is the VR Knitters, if you are interested in trying out this kind of yarn. And Malabrigo, there are like some suppliers from Canada, so I used to order from there. So if you really want to start knitting, you can try out first with this inexpensive yarn, that is Wool is Thick and Quick. You will get it easily from Michaels and it's about 12 or 13 Canadian dollars. So this is expensive and it is around 41 Canadian dollar for this one skein. And Rasta, it's kind of 33 Canadian dollars. And the next one we need to know is a knitting needle. So knitting needle, it's available in straight and circular needles. And for beanies, we always use circular needles. So this brand, it's from Clover USA. I bought it from Michaels. So this is a 9mm needles. So we usually knit using 9mm or 10mm needles for super bulky yarn. And one scissors. Then you need stitch markers. So any kind of stitch markers. These are like fancy ones. You can use any ring if you are new to knitting. And you need a darning needle. If you are like me and you are interested in stitch stoppers, you can get these. I used to get this from Fox and Pine Stitches. I will provide their link in my description. I will provide all the link in my description. So these stitch stoppers are not necessary. So this is actually used for keeping our stitches intact within the needle so that it will not keep falling out. If you are a beginner knitter and don't have these materials or knitting tools, I highly suggest to get it so that you will have a hands-on experience with knitting. So as I said before, if you are new to knitting, you can start with this Wool is Thick and Quick Lion brand and this Clover USA needles and darning needle for threading the yarn and few stitch markers. In the next video, I will share some basic knitting stitches like knit and purl. So stay tuned for that. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you all in the next one. Bye.